Liar Game is one of my favorite manga, and up until recently I didn't know it had been adapted in 2007. Since the best anime of the season is about a pedo, I had nothing to lose by checking it out, and holy cow, it was amazing! Faithful for the most part, rich in cinematics, and over-the-top in character reactions. If you are into JoJo and Kaiji, you are going to love it. This, by the way, is also the biggest grip when trying to suggest the show to others. If they don't like the ridiculous reactions every time someone wins or loses, they are not going to like the show. It's meant to show how much it affects them psychologically, but it often feels like they are acting like anime characters for the sake of it. That aside, since I made 2 videos about death games prior to this one, let me be clear, it's not the best of the 3 as a death game, because it's a gambling game. You're not killed if you make a single mistake. In fact, you can make lots of mistakes and learn from them as the game unfolds. If you lose despite that, you just owe a lot of money. And even then, it's not game over, since you can try again to go back to the game with a revival round, or to be given the money to pay by another player. In fact, one of the classic strategies is to lose deliberately so that another player will reward you for allowing him to win. Basically, by being a gambling game, it focuses on playing mind games with your opponent. What you do in a game is not as important as how you fool him or gain his trust so that you will get the upper hand. Which is obviously not that simple, and you constantly see the characters trying to outsmart each other, only for being tricked and reacting in a ridiculous over-the-top way. Another thing I want to point out is that they explain the rules of the game before it begins. They even let you do rehearsals for understanding them. Good luck getting that in Squid Game and Alice in Borderland, where they give you a vague hint and then let you figure it out on your own, which usually means most of the players die for not being told the rules in a way that can help them know what they are up against. It's why Liar Game's non-lethal challenges are superb compared to the random death traps of the other 2. Over here you are given a clear picture and the time to form a strategy, which means the main hook is how you use your brain, not how messed up is the way they kill you because they didn't explain shit. But I also need to point out that despite the strategies they use making sense and they never come down to magic nonsense, they are also not as smart as they make them seem to be. It's just that most of the players are gullible idiots, and the few smart ones are over-explaining the living shit out of every little detail. There are definitely more ways for winning a game than the ones stated. It's just that you are not supposed to be bothered by why they didn't do something, you figure it out sooner. I also have to point out that the first season has the perfect ending. If it had stopped there, it would be a superb miniseries. The second season and the movie finale became tiresome because the games don't become more challenging as they should, the latter major antagonists lack the charisma of the first ones, and the finale doesn't feel more satisfactory than the finale of any previous game. The show shouldn't be that long because past the midpoint, both the mangaka and the director couldn't make things any more elaborate, or the character is much harder to be fooled. But despite these issues, I still recommend Liar Game if you love mind games and over-the-top reactions. It's definitely brainy compared to the trashy sensationalism that has overtaken entertainment, and now the quality of something is judged by how messed up is the way someone dies because they never explain the rules.